A guy dies, goes to hell, and meets Satan. Satan says to the man, "Nowadays, people entering hell can choose their own personal hell. I will take you to a series of doors, and you will look inside. Then tell me if that is where you would like to spend eternity." The man agrees, and Satan takes him down a long, dark hallway. Satan opens the first door. The man looks inside and sees thousands of people standing on their heads on a hardwood floor. The man says, "This looks too uncomfortable. Show me the next room, please." Satan then walks the man down to the second door. The man looks inside and sees thousands of people standing on their heads on a concrete floor. The man says, this is even worse. Please show me another room." Satan nods and takes him to the third door, and the man looks inside. He sees thousands of people standing knee-deep in human waste, all drinking coffee. The man says, "This is the place for me." Satan then asks, "Are you sure? Once the door closes, you can never go back." The man says, "I'm positive. I do love coffee." The man steps in, and Satan closes the door. Just before the man can get comfortable, a voice on the loudspeaker says, "Coffee break is over. Back on your heads." Three vampire brothers, known far and wide throughout the supernatural community for their individual prowess and unique abilities, decided to hold a friendly competition to determine which one of them was the most powerful and formidable vampire. The first brother was renowned for his immense physical strength, capable of feats that defied both human and vampire limitations. He confidently announced to his brothers, "Watch this," and with a burst of incredible speed, he took off into the night, reaching a staggering speed of nearly 100 miles per hour. After just 2 minutes, he returned to their meeting place, his mouth and fangs covered in fresh blood. Astonished by his speed and the evidence of his feeding, his brothers eagerly asked what had happened. "Do you see that grand mansion over there, nestled in the woods?" he replied, pointing in the distance. "Yeah, we saw it," his brothers responded. "Well," he continued, a hint of pride in his voice, "I went over there and drained every single family member of their blood. They are all dead." "Wow," his brothers exclaimed, impressed by his efficiency and brutality. "As expected, you truly are the strongest among us." Next up was the second brother, who was the oldest and considered the wisest and most cunning of the three. "Watch and learn, boys," he said, with a knowing smirk before taking off. Moving even quicker than the first, reaching an incredible speed of 150 miles per hour. 5 minutes later, he returned, his mouth, neck, and even his hands covered in blood, indicating a much larger feeding frenzy. "What happened?" his brothers inquired, amazed by his speed and the sheer volume of blood. "You see that small village over there, nestled in the valley?" he asked, pointing in the opposite direction. "Yeah," we responded, curious about his feat. "I went over there," he stated matter-of-factly, "and killed every last person in the entire village. Not a single soul was left alive." "Wow," his brothers said in awe, recognizing the scale of his destruction. "As expected, your age and experience have made you incredibly formidable." The third brother, known throughout the vampire world for his unmatched speed, a blur of motion that was almost impossible to track, was the last to go. "Watch this," he declared confidently, "and don't blink or you might miss it." He then flew off into the night, faster than either of his brothers, reaching an astonishing speed of at least 200 miles per hour. In a mere 10 seconds, he returned, his entire mouth, nose, and neck drenched in so much blood that it had even stained the front of his shirt. "What happened?" his brothers asked, completely shocked and bewildered by the sheer amount of blood. "Do you see that enormous tree over there?" he asked, pointing to a massive oak in the distance. "Yeah, they replied, still trying to comprehend what he had done. Well, he said, wiping a bit of blood from his chin, I didn't.